said Councilman Marcus Macon of Harlem. I urge the people that hold animosity in their hearts to rally under the leadership of the March Against Police Brutality next Thursday afternoon. Posters of Councilman Macon were everywhere to remind folks whom to vote for when the time came around. He had cleaned up the parks and ran off the junkies, but that was before we moved here. Everyone in the neighborhood saw him as a savior and the man who would one day be their mayor. "Are you going to the rally?" I asked. "Nothing that a rally gonna do to bring that man back, is there?" "I suppose not," I shrugged, though it's a chance to teach the kids a thing or two about how to treat each other. She took the paper back and folded it up. A small coupon insert fell to the floor. "I have 4 sons. 3 of them be Jules, yes? Computer engineer, teacher, lawyer even there. One of them, well, he just started drinking that juice so bad. I tried to get him a job with me up at the Presbyterian Hospital, but he couldn't hold it. Now he's just a drunk. I taught him well. It's just the people and influences that are around sometimes can't be resisted. You have children to be speaking about how to raise them?" A little kid braided the hair of her doll on the chair across from me. No kids, not yet." "Why is that?" she asked, looking me up and down, adding up each of my 35 years. "Don't you be wanting to have children?" "We're not in the right place in our lives yet," I told her. "How does your wife be feeling about that?" "She wouldn't want anything interrupting her career." "See now, that there is a big difference between how a man and a woman think. Men be thinking it's an interruption, while the woman see the blessing." "Not sure how much of a blessing Miss Bell be feeling about her boy now, though. Which a shame. 50 bullets. The child had begun braiding her head to look like the doll's. There was a flash of a room in my memory, a room that was supposed to have been serene. The woman snapping open her paper to read again brought me back to the moment. "No, I don't have any kids yet," I replied to a question I had already answered. "Someday, though, not too far away, I'd like to try." "Well, when you do, be sure to come round and tell me how you kept him out of harm's way. See now, harm has its way of jumping right in front of you disguised as joy." The timer on the dryer went off, and I removed my clothes without saying a word, caught between an important conversation and an inescapable memory. A man sporting a heavy beard and an even heavier bag of laundry walked in and dropped his bundle on the countertop before wiping his forehead clean of sweat. After his last movement, he froze, fixated on my shoes. "Trade me shoes," he said. "You want my shoes?" Yep. Your problems, dude. Your problems for mine?" "We'd just be exchanging problems then," I said. "Wouldn't do either of us any good." "I get it. You're a real quick guy with the jokes, dude." He walked closer, still laughing, but his proximity gave me a whiff of the gin and blunt on his breath. I leaned back slightly and tried to keep him from touching my clothes, but couldn't. "Come here for a second," he said, his voice just above the whisper he had intended. "I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking." "I'm in the middle of folding," I told him. "I shouldn't break my concentration. I'm not a very neat person by nature, so it takes some effort to do this." He glanced toward the woman I had been speaking with earlier, then moved even closer to me. "You want to know what my wife went and said to me? Do you? She said that she was going to sell her panties because I didn't have enough money for her." While he backed away and folded his arms squarely, I could actually hear his heart sink over the jangling of quarters around us. The alcohol that was drowning him held his eyes out of focus while he waited for a response. Hey, you're not talking to me now," he yelled. "What should I do? What would you do with that?" I'm not sure she meant it," I said, rolling up my wife's little purple panties and thinking for a moment how faded I would be if she had said something like that to me. "You ain't got nothing funny to say about that one? You came with some classics before," he said.